welcome you to the world's greatest race course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where for 1 month each year, all eyes are focused on the search for speed.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
John Cock, Mears makes the try. John Cock wins it.
If there was one race you should win in your life as an American race car driver, it would have to be
the Indy 500.
There he is. A.J. Foyt will win the Indianapolis 500.
33 drivers, one winner.
Oh, yeah. If you ever see racing better than that, I'd certainly like to know where it's going to be.
My life has never been the same since I won the Indianapolis 500.
Big touch. Little Al into the wall. Fittipaldi continues on. Goodyear makes a move. Little Al wins.
You just don't know what Indy means.
The biggest thrill is to be called the Indy 500 champion.
Winning Indy once, that was fantastic.
He's done it. Castroneves goes for the fence again.
Winning Indy back-to-back, that was unbelievable.
Winning the Indianapolis 500
Buddy Rice has won.
is a fulfillment of a dream.
Earlier this week, that dream became a nightmare as the reigning Indy 500 winner suffered this hard impact with a turn 2 wall. He now knows what drivers for decades have learned the hard way. Fortunes here at Indy can change in the blink of an eye.
Green flag is out. Release the house.
Buddy Rice wins the Indianapolis 500.
2005 IndyCar Series is on.
It is arguably the most hallowed ground in all of motorsports, the storied Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where today the hunt for the pole begins. We welcome you to pole qualifying for the 89th running of the Indianapolis 500. And as you can see, weather is certainly a factor here in Indiana. Track temperature 60 degrees, the wind speed, but the important part is we have had rains off and on all day, and weather is currently threatening. Hello everyone, I'm Jerry Punch, and welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You know, whether you're a rookie chasing a dream or a veteran searching for immortality, it all starts here. If you can somehow come to Indianapolis Motor Speedway and secure the pole or win the race, then possibly your place in history is secured. Now, my colleague today and throughout the weekends of qualifying who will be following is no stranger to open wheel fans, and certainly no stranger at all to the front row here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Greg Ray will move to victory lane. Greg Ray will make it 3 in a row. Ray is the winner of the Midas 500 Classic. Tonight belongs to Greg Ray, the Racing League champion here at Texas Motor Speedway.
And the 84th Indianapolis 500 is underway.
And we welcome the 1999 IndyCar Series champion and former pole sitter here at Indianapolis, Greg Ray. Greg, glad to have you with us. And I've got to ask you, you've done this many times, 8 starts in the Indy 500. What right now goes through a driver's mind as you have to sit and watch and wait for pole day to come your way here at Indianapolis?
Well, keep in mind, it's been a year since they've been here. They've been thinking about this for the entire year. They've been working on it the whole week. They've been building up the whole week, getting ready for today, trying to crescendo at the right time. Now the rain is here and they're having to think about it now. They're all going to act like they have nerves of steel and it's not going to bother them. They're just going to show up and do their job when its time has come. But this is really, really getting to the nerves of all the drivers.
Well, and to add to their worries and woes, there have been concerns all week about incidents happening in Turn 2. That indeed has been the trouble spot here in the first week of May. It began early in the week, Turn 2, starting to bite some drivers on Wednesday. Reigning Series or IndyCar 500 champion Buddy Rice slams the wall, spent the night in the hospital. Then on Wednesday, Darren Manning from the Target Ganassi machine bouncing off the wall. And here is Paul Dana on Friday, the most frightening crash of all for the rookie. Into the wall, debris everywhere. Here comes a 2-time series champion, Sam Hornish, who hits a piece of the gearbox and lifts the front of the car. Somewhat reminiscent of the unlimited hydroplane blowovers we've seen years ago on water. The good news was Sam Hornish walked away. Now, of course, Paul Dana was admitted to the hospital at Methodist Hospital, and the word is on Paul Dana. He is awake and alert. He suffered a concussion and some fractures in the low back. But considering the impact of Dana, you really have to give a lot of credit to what that safer barrier has done in Turn 2 all week long.
There's no doubt the safer barrier definitely takes a lot of absorption from any impact. You know, the attenuators on the back of the car were technology that came about 10 years ago. really softens the blow for the drivers. And I'll tell you, there is no good crash. There is no good time to come in contact with the wall. But those things really do help, and all these drivers have withstood this very, very nicely.
But they've got to put all that out of their mind and think about qualifying. And qualifying will certainly be a chore and a thrill for those of you watching at home this year. Here's the qualifying rules. Fastest 33 will start. 4 days of qualifying, back to the traditional 4 days. 11 spots filled per day, and each car has 3 attempts per day, not per month, per day. And that means we'll have bumping every day. And Greg, that means this qualifying is going to be very, very exciting.
Well, I think qualifying is always exciting for the run for the pole. And I think in the history past, what's been very exciting is bump day, is always the drivers getting bumped. Now you have the opportunity where everybody has a chance to run for the pole, but you're in jeopardy of getting bumped out each and every day.
They're thinking about it down in the garage area. The drivers have to sit and watch and wait. Sam Hornish had that wild ride here on Friday. He'll be going into a backup car, actually the 6th car. The 6T car is the one he wrecked on Friday. And, of course, Buddy Rice, last year's winner from the pole at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There's a look at Buddy Rice. He realizes he cannot qualify until next weekend because of that incident that took place earlier in the week. More live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway when we come back in just a moment. ESPN's presentation of Indy 500 time trials is being brought to you by eLoan. For home or equity loans, go to eLoan.com. eLoan, radically simple. By Genworth Financial, built on GE heritage. And by Yellow Book. Advertise your business in Yellow Book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. And we welcome you back to what is a rainy Indianapolis Motor Speedway here on pole day for 2005. And the rains have moved in, although the rains are lightening up a little bit somewhat. We have yet to be able to get the track drying equipment out on the racetrack. So all the activity is back in the garage area where Vince Welch is standing by with former 2-time series champion Sam Hornish.
Well, under dry conditions, Doc, we would have anticipated that maybe Sam would have qualified by now, but instead we're standing here in the garage area waiting, as we do often, it seems, in Indianapolis. But how does this affect what you guys were hoping to do today?
Well, I don't think anybody's going to qualify today unless we have kayaks, but it was really just it's kind of disappointing because we wanted to go out there. We wanted to be able to run today. We felt we had a good car for qualifying, but we'll just have to wait until everything dries up and see how it goes.
Do you feel like you have a car that's capable of getting pole position?
I don't know. It's a long shot, but I never count anything out. We're going to keep working away, making sure our car is better and better. The little bit of practice that we'll probably get whenever we go out is going to, certainly help us out. Our faster car, the 2, is the T car, so hopefully everything will switch over well to the primary car and we'll be okay.
Wish you the best.
I need it.
Let's go to Jamie Little. Jamie?
Well, Vince, one man that will not be on the track today, whether or not it dries up, is Buddy Rice, the former champion last year here at the 500 and pole sitter. Huge crash on Wednesday. Buddy, we're happy to see you here, walking around. You've been smiling, having some fun. But how are you feeling, and what do you remember from Wednesday?
I mean, I remember most of what happened from Wednesday. There's obviously a small period there, but, just doing some rehab right now, making sure we're good to go once I get cleared. I have another checkup on Monday. By then we should have an idea what's going to happen. I'll probably be back on track on Wednesday. It's just, it's unfortunate for the whole team. We needed the 3 cars here to get the information stuff. Still can't really figure out what exactly happened on the track, but, we'll just carry on from there. It puts, it's going to hold the 15 car back a little bit when it comes to qualifying. We're not going to have a shot at the pole, but I know we have good race cars. We'll be able to climb to the front. We've done it in the past, and like I said before, I mean, Vitor passed more cars last year than anybody else coming from the back twice. So no matter where we start, we know we can get to the front.
So if everything goes as planned, we will see you in the car next week. But, Buddy, we talk about physically, and if your car's fine, that's all good. But what about mentally? How do you overcome a wreck like that and just get back in the car and expect to come out and qualify?
I don't know. I mean, we've had crashes in the past before, and just carry on. It's just part of the business and the way it goes. There's not a whole lot of time to sit and think about it and dwell about it. We don't know exactly what happened. It wasn't, like some of the crashes you've had before where you make a driver error or something. Whatever happened was extremely fast, and there was no time to react, and that's part of racing. That's what happens when you're out here, and that's what makes Indy so interesting.
All right, Buddy Rice, we will be checking in with him, but we will see him back in the car later in the week. Guys?
All right, thank you very much, Vince and Jamie. And Greg, I got to ask you, psychologically, how difficult is it for a driver to put that out of his mind when you've got to totally concentrate on the edge there, particularly in turn 2 where they've been having all these problems?
Well, I think it's the analogy you have to get back on the horse. And as a race car driver, you have to understand the personality, the confidence, the makeup of these guys and girls. They want to get out there and they want to go for it. Buddy Rice has won the Indy 500 before. He knows what it means. He knows what this hallowed ground is all about. And he definitely wants to get back on the horse, and he definitely has a good horse to get on.
Well, it seems like it's been a very long week here for a lot of drivers at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So let's show you what happened when the track opened last Sunday as we take a look at the weekend review. Olympic gold medalist Carly Patterson waving the green flag, and it was rookie orientation day, Sunday and Monday, and guess who? Impressive rookie Danica Patrick, quickest overall in rookie orientation. She sat on the front row of Motegi, remember, a couple of weeks ago. Tuesday, everyone on the racetrack, we mix all the veterans in, and guess who here now? Reigning point leader and winner of 3 of 4 events here in 2005. The battling Brit Danny Wheldon, quick time 2:26.808. Wednesday, well, not a good day for Buddy Rice. That hard impact just after noon here local time into the turn 2 wall. Rice taken to a hospital where he would spend the night. He steps out there, but had a concussion and some low back strain. Would spend the night at Methodist Hospital. Sam Hornish spun late in the day. A wheel nut backed out as he was exiting pit road. No damage on his machine. And guess who was quick? How about last year's series champion, TK, they called him, Tony Kanaan, over 227.4 miles per hour. Activity heats up on Thursday. Target Ganassi cars getting up to speed, and this time this one slips out from underneath there, and Manning, cold tires out on an early lap. He has a hard impact into the turn 2 wall. Later in the day, Paul Dana, the rookie, would have a similar incident. With just 15 minutes remaining in practice, Dana slips around and keeps the car out of the wall. Just a bare nudge there with the mirror and loops it around down on the grass and back up across the racetrack. Who was quick on Thursday when it was very cool? How about an impressive rookie once again? Danica Patrick, the darling of Thursday, 227.633 miles per hour. And yes, she gets a pretty nice check for being fast on that day. And then on Friday, they call it Fast Friday. Well, how fast was the Pennzoil Panther machine? He was golden. No, he wasn't golden. He was platinum, the brand new colors here. 227.804 miles per hour for the Chevy-powered machine of Tomas Scheckter. But Fast Friday soon became Frightening Friday for Paul Dana, the rookie, the hard impact in turn 2. Here comes Hornish by with debris. And suddenly Hornish's car goes up end over end backwards, comes down on the tires. The good news is Sam Hornish would walk away. Paul Dana, though, awake and alert at a nearby hospital, still being checked out. And talk about the impressive rookie that everyone's been talking about all week long. Let's hear from her down in the garage area.
Well, I think you're giving her a new nickname there, Jerry, calling her Darling Danica. She's out here keeping warm because it is getting chilly out here. Danica, this rain is sidelining everything. Does that interfere with your momentum at all coming into pole day?
I don't think so. I usually handle, pressure and situations that are awkward pretty well. So this isn't really too big of a problem. I'm pretty relaxed right now. I know we're many hours away from doing anything. So no, I feel good. I feel optimistic. I'm sure that both Vitor and I will be quick. And if Buddy was out here, he would be too.
You know, it's so easy for you to become overwhelmed your first time at Indy. You've been so quick on the track. You've adapted so well. How are you keeping your head down and keeping your head on straight?
Keeping my head down is pretty easy, just trying to stay focused and humble and just going out there and doing the business. It's one thing to do well in practice, but to do well in qualifying and then carry that through all the testing, getting ready for the actual race part, that's where you really got to buckle down and do the business. So, I'm just proud of the team, proud of the guys and everybody that's working really hard, and we're keeping the 4 wheels on the car and going fast. So it's good.
Now you're attempting to be the 4th woman to ever qualify for the Indy 500. How much are records playing into your thought process? How bad do you want to be the best woman that's ever raced at the 500?
Earlier, someone was saying something like, let's just take the practice times and have that be qualifying. And I stopped and I was like, I don't think so, because I was like second or something in some list. And I really think that we have a good shot at pole. And I've never really thought in rookie terms or in girl terms or in anything like that. So I think in realistic terms, we have a good shot at pole.
She's thinking in driver terms because that's what she is. A gosh darn good driver that we've seen so far. Guys, we'll be watching for the number 16 car.
Thank you very much, Jamie. A rookie now, never having been in Indianapolis, thinking about the possibility of being on the pole. And I tell you, she has not looked like a rookie at all this week, Greg Ray.
No, not at all. And I think if you look at the past women drivers, Janet Guthrie, Lynn St. James, Sarah Fisher, you know, they're all great drivers, but they came to Indianapolis on a different note. Danica Patrick, she's grew up in go-karts and Formula 2000 and Atlantic. She is really prepared. She's got a great car. She's the real deal. And I tell you what, she does have a shot for pole.
Your background was in the same Atlantic cars, and you ran your very first IndyCar race here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So you sort of don't understand where she's coming from to come here and have to do it all in a hurry.
Yeah, you know, it really is different. I tested only 1 or 2 times in IndyCar before coming straight here, and a lot of people said, you know, maybe that was a big step. And I think a lot of people are saying that about her as well. But when you've dreamed about it, you've been working for it, you've been training for it, you know, you do have to focus on it just being another racetrack.
Danica Patrick, impressive rookie. She's been quick all week long, currently second fastest on the speed charts. The guy who's faster than she is, well, it's all about Panther pride. Yeah, the Panther racing team. There is Tomas Enge, the rookie. How about Buddy Lazier, the former winner here at Champion? And Tomas Scheckter, 2:27, 8:04. Chevy, the quickest laps of the month. We'll talk to these guys in just a moment. And back at a rainy Indianapolis Motor Speedway, take a look at the fastest practice times of the month, led by Tomas Scheckter on Friday afternoon. Chevy power, 227.804. Scheckter came close to winning at Motegi, running out of fuel with 2 laps to go. Danica Patrick, the sensational rookie you just heard from a moment ago, the reigning champion, Tony Kanaan. Last year's Rookie of the Year, Kosuke Matsuura. The points leader, Dan Wheldon. Vitor Mira, who turned the fastest lap of the race a year ago. Dario Franchitti's been quick 3 of the 4 events this year. Quickest lap of the race, Scott Dixon, the 2003 champion. Hornish, well, that 16 car is gone. He'll be in the 6 car in qualifying. In the 2001 pole sitter, Scott Sharp. All those drivers have to be considered among the favorites for the pole. Let's go down and visit in the Panther camp with Vince Welch.
Thank you very much, Doc. Standing by with the 3 drivers for the Pennzoil Panther team, Tomas Scheckter, Buddy Lazier, and Tomas Enge. Enge, a rookie. Buddy Lazier, a former winner here at Indianapolis in 1996, and Tomas Scheckter, who has posted the fastest lap of the month, 227.8 yesterday. Does that make you the favorite for the pole when eventually we get out there and qualify?
I'm not sure if it makes us the favorite. For sure, there's a lot of guys out there that are very, very quick. But, you know, we've been working very hard. Chevrolet, Pennzoil, everybody's been putting a good job. Panther guys, you know, I really take my hat off to them. They're working day and night and, you know, show some speeds. Hopefully we can get qualifying underway soon.
Of all the drivers that are on the entry list, you have led more laps at the Indianapolis 500 than any other driver, even more than Helio, who is a 2-time winner. What separates leading the most laps from winning the race?
There's a lot. I mean, this is the toughest, one of the toughest races in the world, and it's for a reason. It's, you know, sometimes it's easy to lead a couple of laps, but there's a big difference between leading and winning. And, you know, I'm learning that slowly. I think we had a good race in Japan where I showed a lot of maturity, and we know we're 2 laps away from it. And I think we really come into this race with, you know, a good atmosphere and team, and hopefully we can get it done.
Now, I don't know what you've been doing here to kill time, but your teammates were here picking blonde hairs off your black shirt. Does that indicate how you've been killing time here this afternoon?
Well, blonde hair would definitely be in trouble, you know.
Let's move over to Buddy Lazier. Good luck to you in qualifying, Thomas. Buddy, a great opportunity for you here with the Panther team. As we mentioned, a winner already once at the Indy 500 in 1996. Do you feel like this is another opportunity for you to get back to victory lane?
Yes, big time. You know, I've been watching, and I have great teammates in the Tomas and Tomas, and we have a very fast race car. My race engineer, you know, Andy Brown, I have so much respect for him. We're a factor, I think, for the first few rows, and the right condition, we can be front row. We have a very strong race car. Come race day, I think we're going to be a huge factor, and yes, I couldn't be more pleased. It's the best chance I've had in many, many years to win this race again.
We just saw a clip from you winning in '96. What memory stands out most from that day?
Well, you know, probably just the recovery from the injury that I suffered a few months before that, and just the fulfillment of a dream. I mean, to win this race and to win it early in your career. You know, I was in my early 20s, and so that gives you a lot of time to enjoy it. But really, the victory, I don't remember that much. I mean, I don't think about it. I think about the second places. It's the 2 second places that haunt me, and what you can learn from being second, in that position, so close to winning. So it's the second places that really haunt me.
Buddy Lazier, a lot of people think that Buddy is capable of winning this race again this year. Tomas Enge, a rookie with the Panther team, and I know you're a rookie here at Indianapolis, but certainly not a rookie as a driver. In fact, you still drive a variety of different series, road rallies and so forth. What's been the biggest challenge here at Indianapolis in the Indy cars?
Well, I've been here once already in the US Grand Prix 2001 with Formula 1. So I know the track slightly, but in opposite way. So this was for me completely new experience, and it's fantastic track. It's very fast, and it took me really 3 days, 4 days to learn the track properly, to get on the limit. So now I'm just looking forward with my Rockstar Chevy car to get to the qualifying, to get in the front.
You had an accident at Japan, a big hit. Feeling any ill effects of that, and has it affected you physically or mentally as you prepare for the Indianapolis 500 qualifying?
Yeah, well, it's physically a bit painful, but I have to live with it. When we started here last Sunday, the pain was quite big. It's getting better every day as the ribs, as the ribs are getting together, healing together, and I hope going into the race, which is in 2 weeks' time, I'll be perfectly okay.
Wish you the best, Thomas. 3 drivers that figure to be in the mix come race day. Tomas Enge, the rookie, and of course the former winner, Buddy Lazier and Tomas Scheckter. Doc?
Thank you very much, Vince. A very potent Panther team, and I think the big surprise is not those guys are running so well. The fact that Chevrolet has come back, has fought their way back into this engine battle so quickly. They had a great run with him leading 47, Scheckter leading 47 laps at Motegi, coming up just 2 laps short on fuel. But the fact that Chevy has won 103 Indy-style races, including 7 Indy 500s, the last one being Helio Castroneves in 2002, they've come a long way in a hurry.
Well, I think if you look at history just the last couple of years, 2003 and 2004, I think everybody really thought that Honda and Toyota had everybody covered and that Chevrolet might not be a factor. But I tell you, this year it's been very, very impressive to see what they've done. And again, like you at Japan, I was really pretty excited to see that Chevrolet might be back in the mix. And I tell you what, on Friday, they were definitely in the mix.
The heartbeat of America may have a shot at the pole here if pole qualifying gets underway, but a couple of the Honda boys don't want that to happen. How about the guys waiting downstairs, Dan Wheldon and Tony Kanaan, talking it over? They want to put Honda on the front row. It's been a pretty good year thus far, as Honda has been dominant, of course, in victory lane early on here in the 2005 season. Been a great beginning in 2005 for series point leader Danny Wheldon. And it all began when Homestead Miami Speedway on March 6th, a dominant performance leading 158 of 200 laps to get win number 1 on the 2005 season. How about the first ever road course event? Not a bad effort at Phoenixville, by the way, on the tight oval there, as Wheldon would finish in 6th spot after starting on the front row. But St. Pete's where he got it done. The bump with 9 laps to go, and Wheldon inherits the lead and the victory. The first ever win on a street course in Indy Racing League competition. And of course, Motegi. He happened to be in the right place at the right time when first Kanaan runs out of fuel. Then Scheckter, he takes the victory. 3 wins in 4 starts this year. He's standing by with Jamie Little.
Yes, guys, we just got word they are calling it a day. There's no track activity. I'm here with defending champion Tony Kanaan, TK, and the current series points leader, Dan Wheldon. Dan, does this throw a wrench into the whole program? I mean, you're smiling still, so it must not be that bad.
No, I think it's obviously just disappointing for the fans. I mean, they're supposed to, we've got TK playing some jokes here. No, it's, they've come out, or certainly we're building up to come out to watch a real good day at the track, and we're going to have to save that for tomorrow now.
TK, what are you going? You're making fun of him over here. You guys are always having so much fun. What are your thoughts on calling it a day?
Well, I think it's just bad for the fans, and for us, we're just going to have to sleep one more night thinking, where can we qualify? But, you know, we're ready. I think we're ready to go. We have a good car, so we'll see. I think between the 4 of us, we have a pretty good shot.
Well, Dan, I know you want this to be year.
We apologize for the technical problems. Obviously, the weather, and you see how bad the weather has been here in Indianapolis today. The overcast skies, the rain, and we are told that storms are possibly even moving in on us. And that weather does create problems for the wireless microphones. And we apologize to both Tony Kanaan and Dan Wheldon because we're having a hard time hearing them down in the garage area. And, Greg, if we do have things postponed today, and you have to go back. I mean, I talked to Scott Goodyear, our colleague, yesterday. He said it is hard to sleep the night before pole day. I mean, now you have to wait again another 24 hours, and how difficult is that on you?
Well, I think it's just that. Like I said earlier, you've waited a whole year, now you've prepared a whole week, and now it's another night. And like I said, these guys look like Iron Men, but they are feeling the nerves. And, one of the big things that's going to change about qualifying certainly is, this was a great opportunity for everybody to run for pole, but then have a chance to maybe get bumped out. So it made a whole new issue out of being in the top 11.
Right.
And it's great to be a first day qualifier. And now it's going to be tomorrow. If they do that, it's going to be 22 drivers in one day.
And as we take a look, when qualifying does occur, it could get dramatic in a hurry because the cars that will go out early on in the qualifying order, well, they have shown the speed this week. Scott Sharp's been 10th quickest. Sam Hornish was among the top 10. Second fastest Toyota. We talked to Dan Wheldon a moment ago. Tony Kanaan, quickest early in the week. Adrian Fernandez, his first start this year. Darren Manning, there's Paul Dana, the rookie. He is still hospitalized, so he will not be a factor in going out to qualify. Tomas Scheckter, the Panther Pride. They're the new platinum colors. They may want to keep that car colored platinum the rest of the year as fast as that Chevy's pushing that machine. And Alex Barron, the Red Bull Cheever effort. Those are the first 9 cars to go out. We'll show you, and you can see where your favorite driver may be able to go out and attempt to qualify. So there's Briscoe, who's been very impressive as a rookie this year. In fact, we'll just show you where all the guys, your guys or girls, I should say, are going to go out to qualify. As you can, that's our pole day qualifying order. Now, this is determined by a blind draw. The draw took place yesterday afternoon down on the pagoda lot area right behind the main pagoda where the fans could be a part of it. And those drivers that have qualified or have practiced all week long get a chance to draw for, you see their name more than once because they have a regular car and they have a T car, T standing for test. That is a backup car, and in some cases it may be the primary car. It was the primary car for Sam Hornish, so that car was heavily damaged in that incident on Friday afternoon. Well, the first guy to go out, he set on the pole here in 2001, and he's standing by with Vince Welch.
Scott Sharp having a little too much fun with the umbrella. He keeps banging my headgear in the I guess in the rain we have fun.
Trying to keep it interesting for you.
Well, how about interesting for you? They've canceled the qualifying for today. You were supposed to be the first one out. Are you happy then that maybe we're going to have better weather, at least more definite weather tomorrow instead of playing the guessing game today?
As far as first one out goes, I don't think it matters if it's today or tomorrow for the Delphi team. What's important for us is everyone, there's obviously going to be a big condition change, so we all want to have a little bit of practice, make sure hopefully that will give us the full practice we get to make the fine-tuning, really know what you have for heading into your qualifying run.
You're one of the few people here that knows the joy of being on pole. You've earned pole position once before. You're considered a contender to be on the pole again. What would it mean to you to start from the front of the field again at the Indy 500?
It would be tremendous. I think this has really become 2 different races. It's the race for the pole, then quickly everyone shifts gears and starts working on the race, the important race, of course, on the 29th. That's really where our focus is. This whole opportunity with Fernandez and Delphi, for me, has just been a tremendous rejuvenation. So I'd love to do as much for all these guys, and the opportunity I have with them. We've been working so well together. Things have been going great this week, and we have a lot of momentum right now. They've given me a lot of confidence, so I'm pretty excited to go out tomorrow and see just what we have.
For those that don't know, you're a veteran of the series, but this is your first year with this team. How has the process developed?
It's really gone well. I mean, you have to take your hat off to the whole Fernandez team. I mean, last year, they basically started here at the beginning of the season new. By mid-season, they were on championship form. Adrian won 3 races, and you just knew coming here, of course, with their long-term association with Honda, it was really going to be, it was tremendous. And, we're fortunate to have Adrian back for this month, of course, as along with us, which is great. So I think it really builds a three-car team even stronger. So I'm excited. Like I said, this is my favorite track. I've never have been more confident. I think this is the type of opportunity I've waited 10 years for, so I'm intending to make the most of it.
Wish you the best. And, of course, Scott mentioned his teammates. One of his teammates standing here with us, Kosuke Matsuura. And, Kosuke, have you been teaching some Japanese to Scott? He said maybe you've been going over some new words with him.
Oh, yeah. I'm teaching, for him, a lot of Japanese words. Yeah. Right.
None of which we can say on national television, I'm guessing.
Oh, just, ganbatte. Good luck in Japanese.
Oh, very good. You were the Rookie of the Year at this race a season ago. How much different do you feel now that you're back for a second go?
Well, a lot of difference. Also, the same team, same mechanics, same crews, and everything is same. I'm living, of course, Indianapolis, and everything a lot easier. So last year, was, a little bit, or every day I was a little bit nervous, every day wind direction is different, track conditions different, and the speed is going fast. And but this year, a lot of experience and a lot of confidence too.
Kosuke Matsuura drives the 55 for the Fernandez team with the Panasonic sponsorship, of course, powered by Honda, and his teammate was Scott Sharp. You see him in the 8 car with the Delphi sponsorship. Let's go to Jerry Punch.
Thank you very much, Vince. Both those drivers coming off their best finish of the year at Motegi. Scott Sharp, a second-place finish for the 8-time winner. Sharp, the 2001 pole sitter here and first ever series co-champion for the Indy Racing League. We'll talk to the president and COO of the league about what's going to happen today in qualifying when we come back.